Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We split a pair of our NBA best bets yesterday. We're just a couple of points and a backdoor Bulls cover away from a winning evening, and I am back once again on a six-game slate here on Tuesday evening. Really good value, I think, here for my NBA picks of the day. Got a couple of totals for you. We'll start it off in Philadelphia, where the Charlotte Hornets are coming into town as big 11.5-point favorites. Total in this one sitting around 208 to 209, depending on which sportsbook you're looking at. Of course, the Hornets really could very well limit the Philadelphia 76ers, the banged-up Philadelphia 76ers, to under 90 points in this one. And that's where the Sharps seem to be betting on this one. But I think I'm going the opposite direction on this one for a couple of reasons. One, the Charlotte Hornets have been outstanding on offense here recently, averaging better than 110 points per game on their current road trip. They are 19-16 cashing the over on the road this season. If you stretch that out in their last 5 road games, dating back to last month, the Hornets averaging 112 points per game, including 119 points that they put up against the same Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers, on the other hand, of course, in full tank mode right now, giving up an average of 112 points per game in their last 10 overall games. And despite the fact they're missing Jahlil Okafor and potentially Nerlens Noel tonight, I think that's going to lead to a faster-paced game, as we have seen from these Sixers here over the last 3 games. Last 3 games averaging a pace of over 100 possessions per game. Points per 100 possessions, and that could lead to a very high-scoring game with the little to no defense they play against this Charlotte Hornets team that's been red hot recently. I really like the over here sitting at around 208 in this one. Philadelphia has no choice but to play faster. It's going to play right into the hands of Charlotte here tonight. Take the over at 208. Next up, the Rockets and the Cavaliers from Cleveland tonight, and the Cavs come in as a 2-point favorite in this one. Total of 212 points, and of course the big news in this one is that LeBron James will not play. Getting some rest here tonight against these same Houston Rockets that they ended in a very low-scoring game here earlier in the season, 91-77. In fact, the last time these two teams played one another, a very low-scoring game. And without James here on the floor tonight, that could mean another low-scoring game between these two clubs for several reasons, but the main one being without James, according to NBA Wowie here this season. If you take a look at it, the Cavs are averaging about 1.1 points per possessions with James on the floor. That drops a full 0.1 points down to 1.0 here with James off the floor. With the pace they're playing at this season at around 92, go unchanged without James on the floor, really could lead to a low-scoring game here for both clubs, and maybe potentially both clubs ending less than 100 points. If you look at the 3 games so far this season that James has missed, the Cavs have not scored 100 points in any of those 3 games, averaging about 94 points per game in those 3 as well. I'm seeing a very low-scoring game between these two teams. I think 212 much too high for a total tonight. Take the under at 212 points. That'll do it for my NBA best bets. Make sure you check out my play on the Bulls and the Pacers tonight as well. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.